No, no, there's two.
There's two, and there's one disconnect.
That third one is that third one's fake.
Yeah. Anyways, getting back to it. I get rid of Jmac, the SC Classic. Jmac got this guy into the game, and then AK ends up being the reason why Jmac loses a lot of tournaments. So I don't know. Maybe that's a lesson in not bringing people into the scene. Maybe we should just have 10 players and never introduce anybody to the game. No, but in all, in all seriousness, yeah, these guys' rivalry is super cool because, again, like Jmac got him into the scene, and now there's like, yeah.
No, like, just down there. Down B, down B, down B, down B. Ah, he's so late.
Oh,
yeah, AK is definitely, when he's getting comboed, he will hold in.
Yeah.
That's the thing about AK. He has a lot of, or like he has, wow, OP kill confirmed. But anyways, he has a few like of his own habits, but he's really good at adapting to his opponent's habits. Like he won't really change what he does, but he'll adapt to what you do. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. Both these players to an extent.
Yeah.
But especially AK. Like that's one thing I told AK even, and it's because like I think he can notice his own habits, but he feels like when he's getting trapped in disadvantage and shit like that, when he gets punished and stuff like that, and other stuff, right? It's a general mentality thing where you feel like, okay, even if I do the other thing, I still get punished, which you can't think like that in Smash. Like that's just not the case. Obviously, it's important to keep doing the stuff that's successful and force your opponent to make you switch off those habits, but it's also equally as important to recognize that. Yeah, it's equally as important to recognize that. By the way, MK is one of the characters that even if he loses his first jump, he can jump out of that setup. So Jmac's got to start spamming jump there instead of like buffering up air or whatever the hell he was doing there. Right.
If he down B there, would have hit.
Oh, that was a crazy down B, but it did not kill. But yeah, you gotta realize that people can't punish everything at the same time. We're not robots. We don't have one frame reaction time, but what the fuck, like that's just the truth. Especially online where there's 3 frame delay or 2 frames if you're playing on low.
Yeah. I feel like I kind of had that mentality at a certain point in time, but like the opposite. Where I'd be like, oh, I can't like approach because they'll just stop what I do. But then I realized that I can't stop what everybody does. So
yeah, it's also about like paying attention to your opponent's positioning and like when they decide to punish what you're doing. If they're dashing back early to cover center when you're in disadvantage, then they just know you're gonna air dodge the center, right? Stuff like that. And you got to realize what that buys you. In the time that they're reading and covering what you're gonna do, that buys you additional mix-ups. You can go to corner. You can Zair instead of air dodge. You can air dodge then Zair, right? The timing of what they do and how they decide to cover your option.
No, save him, no.
Yeah, unfortunate, yeah. But there's a lot of shades in gray in the black and white. You know, that's just the easiest way to phrase it.
Yeah. I feel like Jmac would have won that game if he went for down B instead of up B on a lot of those ladder combos.
Yeah.
Especially since Link is a fast faller. It'll work. And it kills earlier, so.
Yeah.
-4 there.
Yeah, AK holding it until the last second. But he still could have covered that, to be fair, but he's got to realize that AK's not going to drift out there. He never drifts out after he DIs out. In, like, off-stage situations.
No.
Unfortunately, it's D yet again, but
He keeps SD. Sad.
But you got that dog and you still win despite it, you know. So not making it easy for himself though. DIing in on all the down throws.
Yeah, I think at 0 though, Link can still get like a dash attack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Another SD right there. But one thing Jmac typically says is like, I usually lose to AK like most of the time when he's not when I'm not playing great. That's something like he says to the effect. But it's like realizing what that means gameplay wise so you can avoid what it means to play at your worst as much as you can. Whether it's practicing more and getting rid of certain negative habits when you're playing bad or developing a better mindset, right? You got to realize what it means for you to play bad and analyze what you do when you're playing bad, which is something like Godly did, which is why his B game is so good right now, right?
Yeah. Although, I mean, he's kind of SD'd a bunch. So that kind of compounds onto it.
Yeah, of course. But like, why are you SDing, right? Like, are you misinputting? Are you misinputting because you're getting flustered or your keyboard setup or whatever? What does it feel like when you're misinputting? Are you sliding your fingers too fast? Like, there's a lot of shit you could actually like go into whenever you're SDing or like playing bad. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's never a reason to like not figure out what's going on. If you want to win, there's no excuse. Like that's just in any competition. That's what you realize more and more, like competing in anything. But at the same time, like it's not the end of the world that he's losing this set so far. Whether or not he wins or loses the set, like he has a lot of room to improve, which is a good thing, right? Like he's learning. But it's only gonna be a good thing if you make the decision to learn. Otherwise, you're gonna be really frustrated with yourself, or only be happy when you're playing at your best.
Hey, this combo's kind of.
It is kind of nuts.
Wait. He just went for fair. Yo, how is he still up E?
Oh.
No, why would you go that way? Why? Yeah, no, I see what he's talking about and what you mean, because this is giving like old Jmac vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like with all the missed up Bs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that was like his main thing before. He'd always have the combos and then he just wouldn't be able to finish. And then he started finishing them and he started destroying everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Right now he's not Oh, this game was looking a lot worse before. Nice DI out.
Jmac still with the chance to clutch it. Oh, unfortunate. So maintains good positioning though.
Oh, God, there. The random dare.
That. That's still like reactable from that spot.
Bro, just dimensional cape, please.